Hello guys, in this video we're going to talk about the section quiz 1.1, the simple interest. So before we talk about the questions, we are going to do some quick revision. So first of all, we need to understand the equation by using the I equal to PRT. So here the I is the interest, and the P is the principal, and the R, which is the interest rate, which is in a year, and then the T is the time. The unit is year as well. Okay, so the second formula you're gonna use is the amount is equal to the principal plus the interest. So A stands for the amount, P is the principal, and then the I is the interest. So every time I hope you, when you're doing the questions, I want to write it down at the left that what is I, what is P, what is R, what is T. So if they have some changes or they are the same thing or they didn't give it to you, so please write it down first. Okay, so I want to see all of the steps in your questions. Okay, so the third formula, you can just combine these two formulas together because you got this I is equal to PRT. You can just substitute I into here. So now we can have the A is equal to P plus I, but I is actually equal to PRT, right? So A is equal to P plus PRT. So now we have the P as the common factor, so we can take it out. So P take out by P, you're left for 1, and then PRT take out by P, you're left as the RT. So the ultimate equation is the A equal to P times 1 plus RT. So that's 3 formulas you need to learn in the simple interest. So now we're going to do our section quiz. So for the first questions, we got Tony deposits 12,000. So 12,000 is our principal. We write it down first. Okay, and now you got a simple interest rate, which is 3.5%. That is our R. And they're asking you to find out the interest. So what is the I that we receive after 2 years? So 2 years is our time. So please write it down first. IPRT. The I is equal to, you don't know, the P is equal to 12,000, the R is equal to 3.5%, and the T is equal to 2 years. So the interest received is equal to P times R times T. So 12,000 times 3.5% times 2. So using your calculator, you can get the answer should be equal to 840. Okay, so for the second question, we have that the bet is deposit for 6,500, which is our principal, in the bank at a simple interest rate, which is 8% per annum. That is our R. So find the amount. So be careful that they're asking for the amount that she will receive after 9 months. So 9 months is our time. So just write it down, the I, P, R, T. Okay, so I, you don't know, the principal is 6,500, the R is equal to 8%. The time now is in month, but actually the unit that we want is in year. So we need to change it to 9 divided by 12. So now we just combine them as the question is asking for amount. So you need to use the principal to plus the interest. So first of all, write down the principal, and then we want the interest. And the interest is actually calculating by using the principal times the amount times the interest rate times the time. Okay, or we can use our ultimate formula, the A equal to P times 1 plus RT. So either way, it's gonna be give you the correct answer. So if you calculate it by using the calculator, then you will get 6,500 plus 390. Then the answer should be equal to 6890. Okay, so that's for first 2 questions. So now we're going to do the third one. So Joanne is deposit for 38,000, which is the principal. The interest rate is 4.5, which is the R. How many years? So now they're asking for the T, will it take to receive an interest of 2565. So write it down at the left, IPRT. So our interest is gonna take is 2565, and the principal is gonna be 38,000, and the rate is 4.5% per annum, and we don't know the T. So now we just write it down, I equal to PRT. We just substitute all of the numbers in. We have 2565 equal to the P, which is 38,000, times R, which is 4.5%, times the T. So now we can just move in the subject and then divide all the things to the left hand side. So 2565 divided by 38,000, and then you divide it by 4.5%. So use your calculator. You can probably get like the T is gonna be equal to, the T is gonna be equal to 1.5 years. So just be careful when you're doing the calculator. It should be 2565 divided by 38,000 together divided by 4.5%. So you can't using 2565 divide 38000. You can't just put the times here, although this is a time, but actually it's divided by the whole thing. So actually, either you calculate this part first and then use the numerator to divide the denominator, or you can try to use 2565 divided by 38,000 divided by 4.5%. Then you can get the correct answer. Okay? So that's for question 3. Then question 4, we have Allison borrows a sum of money. Borrows a sum of money, that's the P, we don't know. So from a bank, a simple interest rate of 6%, that's the R. And then we will repay the amount after 30 months. So that's the T in month, but we need to change it in years. So if the interest that Allison needs to pay is 4,950, find the sum of the money that he borrowed. So we want to find the principal. So and write it down, IPRT. So the interest he can get is 4,950. The principal that he don't know, and the rate is going to be 6%. And the T, which is 30 months, so you need to change it to 30 divided by 12. So by using I equal to PRT, substitute the numbers in. We have 4950, which is equal to the P, which is you don't know, the R, which is 6%, and then the T is 30 divided by 12. So we can using the calculator. Then you can get the principal is actually equal to what? So 4950 divided by 0.06, and then you divide by 30 over 12, then you can get answer is equal to 33,000. Okay, so just be careful about how to using the calculator. So again, we want to find out the P. So what we want is to using the 4950 to divide the 6% first, and then you use the answer to divide this fraction as well. Okay, so for question 5, Michael deposited 15,600, so that's the P. And now we have an interest rate that we don't know, so we have R, don't know. So if the amount of the Michael will receive after 2 years, we have a 2 years here. That is the time. So be careful, the amount received is this amount. So this is gonna be our amount. Okay, so find annual interest rate. Okay, so again, write it down, IPRT. The I is actually equal to the amount minus the principal, isn't it? So it's actually equal to 19,940 minus 15,600. So this one will give you 2,340. And the P is actually equal to 15,600. The R is actually don't know, to find it out. The time is equal to 2 years. So you just write again, we have I equal to PRT. The interest you got is 2,340 is equal to the P, which is 15,600 times R% times T, which is 2. So now we have the R% is going to be equal to 2,340 divided by 15,600, and then you can divide by 2 as well. So try again, 2,340 divided by 15,600, and then you can get this is equal to 0.075, so that the R is equal to 75%. Okay, So I think it's quite easy to get the formula here, but a lot of students get a mistake by using the calculator. So make sure that you do them step by step and don't miss out about the divide and the times, okay?